floating blue blob at one point over one team member's shoulder. It turns out in that one point over one team member's shoulder. It turns out in that moment, that team member was up to no good on his laptop. He was doing something very bad, taking advantage of the team and using his computer to do it. And it was very interesting that I saw this floating blue energy hovering over his shoulder while he was in the corner working on his laptop, undermining the team.
What was
He created, it's called the quantum hoax. It's in my book. He created an elaborate deception. I mean, very elaborate, using his computer skills, which were quite advanced, to pretend to be these fake beings who come from another galaxy and joined our chat room. And essentially, he created 5 or 6 of them, and they would talk in unison in the chat room in a way that was like, one would say a couple words, another would say the next couple words, and other would say the last few words. So all 5 of them would speak different parts of the sentence and say the same thing. It was, oh my God. It was very interesting. And he even went as far as to create fake members that came in. Like one lady said, came in, she was distraught. Her family was losing everything. Her husband lost his job. Her mother had just passed away. They can't find the passed away mother's will. She had gifted them the house and some money. And if they couldn't find this will, they were going to lose everything. Their children would have to leave school. It was a mess. She was freaking out. They didn't know where to find the mother's will. And these beings were able to say, oh, just go upstairs in your mother's room, look under the floorboards underneath the rug in her bedroom, and you'll find loose floorboards. Open them up and you'll find a box, and inside that box you'll find your mother's will. So we're standing around in the team, we're like, yeah, okay, this is crazy. These beings would talk about spiritual stuff, and it was like, okay, cool, whatever. But then when this happened, it was like, okay, I don't think so. And this lady said, okay, I'm going to go look. And she left the chat room. I remember we're looking at each other like we're never going to hear from that lady ever again. And these beings just outed themselves that they're just a bunch of bull. Well, this lady comes back to chat about 15, 20 minutes later, absolutely ecstatic, and says, oh my God, you were right. I found the will exactly where you said it was going to be. Thank you so much. My family is saved. Everything's going to be okay. And the whole time, it was this one team member who was creating all of these fake accounts.
What a story. Man, this guy's full of crap. What the fuck?
So it gets worse or better, depending on how you look at it. So this went on for months. Once he did this, the credibility of these beings went through the roof. Amy went into her meditation and came out and Mother God. She said, yep, all of my guides, Saint Germain, Robin Williams, whoever her guides were. Yeah, she claimed. I don't know if you've heard this, but she claimed Robin Williams was one of her spirit guides.
He's alive. He has a TikTok now. Did you see that? He's like Uncle Peppy. I'm not joking. I mean, it's another conspiracy theory, but like the guys on the internet, the people of the internet, they have been analyzing.
I haven't seen that.
It's true.
Interesting.
It's true, and they've been analyzing like how it's called, mother marks. How would you call those things on your skin?
Yeah, I'm what, little Pappy?
Uncle Peppy.
Uncle Peppy. I'm writing that down because I'm gonna look in. That's funny.
And then like so he has like millions of followers on TikTok, and then everyone started calling. Oh my God, Mr. Williams, so glad to see you're alive. Everyone's so happy to see that you made it through. You did not kill yourself. It's like, and at some point it became so overwhelming. All of those comments. He said, guys, okay, I gonna address the things now. I'm not Robin Williams, but I'm Uncle Peppy, okay? But I'm gonna do a Robin Williams for you. And then he's Robin Williams. He speaks like Robin Williams. And then he goes back. You see, it's just my impression. I'm Uncle Peppy now. Forget, like he's like, the funny thing, he's bought this house I stand by the fact he's Robin Williams. He bought this house in the middle of Florida, I think. He has a lake full of alligators, and he's just swimming with alligators with like a.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and he's like smiling,
Wow.
but they are friendly. It's like his friends, and he's living his best life and making TikToks all day. I'm not joking.
Wow.
Guys, go check it out. Uncle Pepe on TikTok. I stand by the fact he's Robbie Williams. But anyway, let's move on.
That's amazing.
He has the same birthmarks. Like, there's no way, you know?
Really?
There's this.
It's like his doppelganger, at least. Yeah.
Or his clone.
They say everybody's got at least one doppelganger in the world. I'd love to meet mine. I don't know where he is, but I'd love to meet mine.
But anyway, Amy was praying for to Robin Williams.
So yeah, she goes to pray to her guides and get guidance on these beings who were in chat rooms. See, Amy didn't like them much at first because they were stealing the spotlight. And with Amy, that's a no-no. She liked her spotlight. She was in charge. She wanted the attention. And these beings were showing up to chat, and they had our chat room blowing up with new people who just wanted to see and experience these beings who were strange and talked in unison and said all these incredible spiritual things and claimed to be from another galaxy and had answers to all the big questions. She came out of her meditation and said, yeah, my guides say they're real. This is legit.
Oh my God.
And these beings began to take over. They said, we were sent here and we're here to guide you, Mother God. So they began taking over the team. They were directing us to clean out this room and create a healing room for it. They even named KG, the one who was behind it all. They, quote unquote, named him the team healer. They also elevated his status and said, Mother God and Andrew, you're not supposed to be in just a relationship with the two of you. It's supposed to be a trine with KG in it.
He wants to fuck Mother God.
Yeah, so he used them to elevate his status in the group. And they required that she go into healing sessions with him every single night. And every night she was plastered. After dinner, she got plastered. And he would take advantage of her sexually in these healing sessions. When I eventually uncovered this after months and months and figured out it was him, and I finally got her to admit it, she had been gaslighting me, telling me I was crazy. None of this was going on for months. But when I finally figured it out and confronted her, she said, get this, this is the craziest thing of all, that he would come into these healing sessions when she was drunk, and he would shake and pretend as if the Father God consciousness downloaded into his body, and he would snap and pretend like he was suddenly Father God and tell her that in order to heal her, he would have to make her orgasm in order to move all of the negative energy out of her body.
Oh my God. What some men do to get laid, it's insane. What the
How crazy is that?
I mean,
and the whole time she had been lying to me about it, because I heard her moaning at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. The whole rest of the team is asleep. Meanwhile, here's my girl. I can hear from the room moaning, and I'm confronting her about it, and she's lying to my face, telling me that I'm making this all up in my head, just gaslighting me the whole time.
I mean, but
I eventually
go ahead.
uncovered it. I eventually uncovered it, though, and she admitted it all and told me that he would shake and pretend to become Father God.
But I mean, considering all her mental issues, I would say that gaslighting is like the lowest, the lowest and less harmful thing that you. But let's be honest, Andrew. Don't lie to me. Well, the sex was probably amazing, right? Because.
Yeah,
I got you.
It was okay. She had that entitled. Let's say she had sex like she was entitled a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, then
she had that kind of like entitlement mentality, but without getting too detailed, she was good at what she did when she wanted to do it.
Got it. Okay. So let's not get further.
She had a promiscuous nature to her. Most people don't know this, but Jason Castillo, who was the last Father God, the one that was shown on the HBO docuseries. People think he was Father God number like 4 or 5. He was actually Father God number like 15 or 16. Because every time she had set her sights on a new man, she thought that new man had to be Father God. Since she was Mother God, if she liked him, then you became Father God. And there were lots and lots of us. I wasn't number 2, number 1. I was actually number like 5. And that was back in 2015.
Yeah, you see, girls out there, if you have any daddy issues, go to therapy right now. I'm telling you. Andrew's all about it. So how was the first time you met Amy? How was the first interaction, the first thing that you said to each other? How was that experience?
Yeah, terrible. Like I said, it was terrible. I walked in the house and the first thing I wanted to do was run. I took I planned to drive there, and then she told me, no, we need you here now. You have a big role to play. Something's happening. We don't know what, but the angels and my guides, they tell me you need to come now. We'll pay for your plane ticket, but you can't drive here. You need to fly. We need you here as soon as possible. So I get on a plane. I take a 5.5-hour taxi ride south. I show up at 5:30 in the morning. I take 2 steps in the door. I look to the left. The kitchen